Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Again, this video is brought to you by you. So this video was a frequently asked question from one of you guys, a viewer and someone that's manifesting using the subconscious and law of attraction. So this video is about the signs I saw before I hit my first lottery jackpot, which was the Fantasy 5 a few years ago. And there are some things that she wanted to know, so that you guys, to help all of you, if you're manifesting something, about if you're confused about how the universe works, if you're not sure that you're doing the right thing, whether you're manifesting abundance, particularly a lottery jackpot, or anything that you're manifesting, this system or blueprint works the same way. So let's just jump right into it so we can get started. All right, so the thing is, a lot of you guys know the story. I was studying how the mind works, law of attraction, subconscious, and I started to desire this particular car. And of course, I meditated, I visualized, and I won the lottery to buy the car cash. And then after winning, I continued to win again, different jackpots and different amounts. But this one isn't particularly about the first jackpot. So that's what we're going to cover over right now, the first jackpot, and what I learned from that, and how I use what I learned to manifest more stuff, more winnings or abundance. All right, so when I started to do this, okay, a couple big signs that I saw before, okay, and maybe you're experiencing. So there will always be a couple big signs. A particular one sign was, I was at the Dunkin' Donuts shop. I was having coffee. Of course, I had my Yankees hat on, New York Yankees hat. And then a guy walked in with a Yankees hat, and he got his coffee. And when he came back, he was waiting for a sandwich. I was sitting there, and he looked at me and just started chatting it up. Say, "Hey man, da da da." And he just said, "Hey man, check this out." He pulled his phone out. He showed me a picture of a scratch ticket in New York that his buddy just won $10 million. How would this person know? I didn't have anything lottery related. I didn't have nothing on me. See, those are signs. So what happened was, the energy, the vibration that I was putting out was reaching people, and the universe was talking back to me. So that's a sign. The universe will communicate to you to let you know that what you're desiring or what you want is on the way to you, right? The next sign was, I would open my phone, and this thing would come on that says, the lottery had a commercial, and for somehow it got into my phone. I think it was through Facebook or something, and it just kept saying, claim it, claim it, claim it. And I couldn't turn my phone off. And this happened twice. This happened before that, and then it happened again like another year later on another win. So those are two big signs. Next point is the process it took to win it, to manifest it. So when I decided what I wanted and I was going to win, the whole manifestation thing took over a year to be birthed. Okay, that's the thing. Now, the next sign or thing that you need to know about this stuff is the numbers. I would see the 7s or 8s. Now, some of you may be seeing 7s or 8s as I was, or these 9s. They are just a sign to tell you that you are on the right path and your desires are on the way to you. But the timing is divine. I repeat that again. The signs you see, 7s and 8s or 9s or 4s or whatever, they aren't necessarily telling you, they can't tell you the time. They are just telling you you're on the right path. And because you're on the right path, your jackpot, your thing is onto you. Some people see these signs for years. For me, it was months to almost over a year. So you have to keep that in mind, that the universe will show you all the signs, but the universe can never tell you the specific time, because it is divine. It's up to your higher self, is whatever. So many of you have to adjust your mentality or perception. That's one of the things I learned about this, because for me, I fell into that trap. I was one of those persons, when I seen the sign so much, I thought it was going to happen like next week or next month, and then my ego would make me feel down. Now that I've learned, I understand the game. Yes, this is all a game. Like manifesting or creating your reality is really a game. It's a mental game. It's a projection game. So for you guys now, when you see the signs, yes, be happy. It's on the way. Universe, and you're on the right path. Your jackpot is coming, it's there. But the key was, now I understood. I said, okay, I'm on the right path. So what I do, I cut out the time now. I said, all right, because now you don't get like agitated, you don't get depressed, you don't get down, etc. Right? So that's something you definitely want to keep in mind. Okay, so what else? So another big sign that I think out of all the signs, this is the biggest sign that, and as I said, you learn from this. So when from moving on to what you call future, you always be prepared. Biggest sign was, it got to a point where everything stopped. No synchronicities, nothing about the lottery, just back to regular reality. And this happened for me, it happened for about 3 months before I won. So for about 3 months before I won, there was nothing that really tested my faith. It really tested my patience. It really tested my belief. Because during that time, I was like, man, what happened? Does the universe forget about me? What's going on here? Is it not working anymore? But I had to stay strong and I had to stay focused. And the thing that kept me focused was those signs before. So I knew how things work. I said, if I'm focused and I'm doing the right thing, something's happening. And then I would read and then I would see things when I say, yay, right before your manifestation, there's going to be a point when there's going to be nothing. And they're all right. So when you see articles or anyone saying, yeah, man, right before a big manifestation, everything ceases to stop. That is actually 100% correct. I have a few theories on that. My theory is, at that point, when it gets to the point where things stop, it's actually now something beyond our understanding. It's kind of like a creation process. It's like now everything's been done, it's just being delivered to you. And when something is on the way delivered to you, there is nothing you can do. There's no more need for the universe to show you this or show you that, because it's already manifested. It's like when you order a package and you say you get the package, you will get no more tracking numbers because the package is there. That's how the universe works as well. But in this case, the universe already assumes you have it. Hence, you don't get no more of the signs, which is true because it's already there. It's just a perception of what we call time, right? Everything's happening in the present moment. So what you want is right here, just in a different coordinate, but yet you can see it, you can feel it. This is all on an energetic level now. This is not physical thing here, but it's there as a construct of a reality. So it's actually there. It's just that the brain hasn't got the capacity to catch up to put it in its reference and observe it, but it's still there nonetheless. It's just out of your perception at that point, or your observational point of reality. So that was my theory on that. And see, I learned from that now, because now it happened again. So when I won other future jackpots after that, those same things came, and I was more in a confident, comfort way, because now I know how this stuff works. The same play ran. There'll come a time when everything would be quiet. Now I know. I said, okay, my ego doesn't bother me, because Mark, you know what's happening. I see the synchronicities again. Good, I'm on the right track. So I don't worry about the time. Those other big signs, people would talk to me. All these things would happen. So these are some things that some of you may be experiencing now, or you're confused, or you will be experiencing them. So what I'm doing is I'm teaching you now, so that when these things happen, you don't get frustrated or get down, because that's just how it works. So let me do a quick review. Again, signs you're going to see is things that are out of order, trippy stuff, people, things like that. Next sign, remember, it's going to take a process. What else? You're going to see the 7s and the 8s. They are great. They're indication that you're on the right path. It's coming, but the timing will be divine. Okay, there's going to also come a point where everything's going to seem like it seems stop. You can't give up. You have to keep going, all right? And another interesting little bonus sign I would say that was in there now, it was a sign that kind of things were going out of whack. It seemed like everything was going the opposite, like bad stuff would happen, things would break down, things like that. That's also a part of the process. And another one I even throw in there that I experienced too was the conflict of the mind. You're going to have this point where it comes with your ego, where your ego is going to get really, really big and just like trying to fight you. And you're going to say, man, where's this coming from all of a sudden? I believe what's happening now is that the things you want are merging and coming together, and the ego has gotten to a critical point where it feels like it's losing control, so it has to fight back. That's a great sign. It shows that you're confident, your faith is there, and you're winning the battle, and your mind senses that, and it wants to bring you back to your comfort zone. And that's good, because you don't want to go to your comfort zone. You want to change the mind so you can get what you want. You remember, for order to manifest the great stuff, you got to start to learn to become comfortable in the uncomfortable. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to do things different, and etc. So those are things I learned. So I would say, out of all those signs, the two things that really help me the most for just manifesting anything moving forward is the sign about when things suddenly stop, and it's the other one about seeing those numbers, because my mind used to get in the habit of trying to predict the date. So now I know that the numbers are just an indication that I'm on the right path and it's on the way to me, but the timing will always be divine. In other words, Mark cannot control the time. It's going to happen at the right time for me. You cannot control the time as well. Everything is divine. And those are the things I learned when I won my first jackpot, the Fantasy 5. And now you can take these lessons moving forward for your manifestation. And another point, remember, this also works in other aspects of your life, not just the lottery and anything else. These type of signs will always come, but they'll come in the perspective that applies to your certain manifestation process. Got it? See you next time.